Imagine receiving a warning that a precision missile could strike your command center.
Hundreds of kilometers away, within minutes. There is no time to evacuate, and no way to hide.
In modern conflict, the distance between safety and total destruction has shrunk to near zero. Warfare is no longer defined by how many soldiers you can march, but by how fast and far you can strike. Across the Asian continent, a quiet revolution is taking place in military doctrine.
While the world focuses on fighter jet purchases, India is systematically building a massive missile capability.
This capability focuses on long-range precision strike, aiming for total deterrence. This raises a critical question. Is India quietly building the foundations of a dedicated rocket force? Join us as we analyze the strategic technology, the weapons, and the future of India's long-range strike command.
To understand this shift, we must look at how warfare has evolved. For decades, artillery was supreme. During the 1999 Kargil War, India relied heavily on massive artillery barrages to dislodge entrenched forces.
It was a war of area saturation, requiring thousands of unguided shells to destroy single targets. But today, the lessons of recent global conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East make one thing clear. Static, short-range artillery is highly vulnerable to modern drone reconnaissance and counter-battery fire. Furthermore, modern battles require surgical precision at ranges that traditional guns simply cannot reach.
If you want to neutralize a command node or air defense radar deep behind enemy lines, you cannot wait hours. You need precision-guided weapons that can fly hundreds of kilometers and strike within meters on the first shot. This is the core rationale driving the Indian military's modern doctrine: precision over mass. Solid-fueled tactical missiles are replacing traditional artillery for deep strike missions. This strategic transformation centers around two main systems: the ballistic Pralay and supersonic BrahMos. Let us dive into the technical details of these weapons, beginning with India's new tactical spearhead. The first of these weapons is the Pralay, a short-range tactical ballistic missile. Developed by the DRDO, Pralay represents a major leap in solid propellant missile technology. Because it runs on solid fuel, it can be stored fully fueled and launched in a matter of minutes. Older liquid-fueled systems required complex, vulnerable fueling procedures right before launch. In contrast, Pralay is permanently ready, deployed on highly mobile 8x8 vehicles. This mobility makes it an elusive target, capable of firing and relocating before satellites can detect it. But what makes Pralay truly lethal and unique is its quasi-ballistic flight trajectory. A standard ballistic missile follows a high, predictable parabolic arc, making it easy to intercept. Pralay, however, flies at a much flatter trajectory and can maneuver dynamically in its terminal phase. For modern air defenses, like China's HQ-9 or Russia's S-400, this unpredictability is a nightmare. Pralay's range is between 150 to 500 kilometers, carrying up to a ton of payload. This allows it to strike enemy air bases, logistics hubs, and assembly areas from safe positions. It is designed to penetrate hardened targets, destroying critical infrastructure in opening salvos. Pralay is India's tactical hammer, ready to dismantle adversary defenses along the rugged borders. But alongside this ballistic hammer, India has deployed a highly precise, lightning-fast cruise missile. Let us examine the second pillar of India's long-range strike capability, the supersonic BrahMos. Deployments of BrahMos are already reshaping the defensive calculations of potential adversaries. This second pillar is the BrahMos, a supersonic cruise missile co-developed with Russia. Unlike standard cruise missiles that cruise slowly, BrahMos is built for pure, overwhelming speed.
While Western cruise missiles like the Tomahawk fly at subsonic speeds, around Mach 0.8.
BrahMos flies at a blistering Mach 3. That is nearly 3 times the speed of sound. This speed reduces the detection and interception window for enemy air defenses to a fraction of a minute.
BrahMos is also incredibly versatile, forming a complete tactical triad across land, sea, and air.
It is deployed on Army mobile launchers, Navy destroyers, submarines, and Air Force Su-30 MKI fighters.
A Su-30 MKI carrying BrahMos can strike targets deep in the Indian Ocean or across Himalayan peaks.
During its flight, BrahMos hugs the terrain, flying as low as 10 meters to avoid radar detection.
Its extreme speed combined with its mass creates a massive kinetic energy impact on the target, with ranges extended from 290 to over 450 kilometers. BrahMos serves as an offensive deterrent that potential adversaries simply cannot ignore. It provides India with an instantaneous response capability against naval and land threats. But having these highly capable missiles is only half the battle in modern warfare. The real challenge lies in command, control, and coordination of these assets. This brings us to the core structural debate: the creation of a centralized rocket force. How would such a force work, and what are the advantages of uniting these powerful weapons? Currently, India's missile systems are divided across the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Each service plans its own missions, operates its own launchers, and maintains separate logistics. But in a modern high-intensity conflict, this division can lead to inefficiency and duplication. To solve this, defense planners propose the creation of a unified Indian rocket force. Similar to China's PLARF, this command would centralize all conventional long-range missiles. By centralizing these weapons, India can speed up the critical sensor-to-shooter loop. Let us look at the 5-stage kill chain: detection, tracking, decision, launch, and strike. If a reconnaissance satellite or an MQ-9B drone detects an enemy target deep in a valley, a centralized command can process this intelligence and task the nearest launcher instantly. It bypasses the bureaucratic delays of coordinating between separate Army and Air Force headquarters. Furthermore, a dedicated rocket force ensures standardized training, stockpiling, and maintenance. However, establishing a new service branch faces significant institutional challenges. Service rivalry and debates over asset ownership can slow down the creation of the force. But the trend towards standoff, non-contact warfare makes centralization almost inevitable. A unified command is essential to counter the massive missile capabilities of regional adversaries. The future battlefield belongs to those who can see farther, decide faster, and strike with precision. In the contested borderlands of South Asia, the luxury of reaction time has vanished. Deterrence is measured by the ability to hold high-value targets at risk from long range. Whether India creates a dedicated rocket force or operates through integrated theater commands. One thing is certain: the era of long-range precision warfare has already arrived. And with systems like Pralay and BrahMos, India's tactical spearhead is ready. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned for more strategic military analysis.